Have you ever wondered what it's like to take the pilot's seat of a commercial plane or a fighter jet? Well, there is a place where you can learn to fly and never leave the ground. In today's weekend adventure, our Louisa Hodge takes us to Flightdeck, a flight simulation center in Anaheim. Call it the ultimate aviation fantasy.
309, I'm making that living right here.
Being able to go over 500-600 miles an hour is not something that everyone has a chance to do.
Taking the controls in your own hands.
It is as close as you're going to come to flying a jet without actually flying in a jet.
And operating an aircraft.
Flightdeck in Anaheim is the only flight simulation center in the world where you can learn to fly fighter jets and a Boeing 737. Our first lesson,
This seat? That seat right there, captain's chair.
Was taught by instructor Stephen Wallerstein, a retired airline pilot.
If the plane goes to the left, you're going to go to the right. Once we're airborne, your feet don't need to be on those pedals.
Who is now sharing his love of flying with others.
Captain, you ready for takeoff?
I'm ready to fly.
Okay, TV-29er. Rotate, pull it back, way back. Look at the plane coming up. Okay, so you are now flying.
In no time, I was using the yoke to control the altitude of the plane.
there's downtown LA.
And flying past landmarks of our choice, like the Hollywood sign.
Cool.
I think most people are overwhelmed at first by how many switches and knobs there are. I've got Orange County tuned in for our approach. You see the runway? Look straight out of the
Right
nose.
here.
Out there. That's the
Oh,
55
there, okay.
highway. It's the dark strip. That's the 55 right there.
We don't
going
wanna
across
land
the
there.
Mesa. Don't want to land there today.
You can choose the airport where you'll land and the destination you desire.
We're in Los Angeles right now, but you can really experience flights anywhere in the world and experience any kind of weather conditions. So we've traded the sun for much needed rain.
After flying through stormy, turbulent conditions, we were ready for a different challenge. Flightdeck has 8 F-16 fighter jet simulators where students learn to perform stunts and engage in combat.
Students are suited up in a little piece of history. Each and every one of these flight suits was actually used in the military.
We condensed 3 years of flight training down to 25 minutes. Okay, go ahead, climb up the ladder.
All guests wear general aviation headsets and are guided by instructors in a mock air traffic control.
303, you are cleared for formation departure, runway 36.
A lot of people in the beginning always end up in the ground, nose first.
And my first takeoff was no exception. But after going up in smoke and a little more practice, the real fun begins.
So wherever that target goes,
I want you to go, okay?
all our guests are sharing the same virtual airspace, so they're trying to shoot down the aircraft that they see in front of them.
And while pilots try to shoot down targets and outperform each other, their point of view is captured on a wall filled with monitors in another room.
You can hear them screaming, hooting, hollering through the cockpits.
Heightening senses and challenging skills in this adrenaline-pumping experience of flight.
So cool, and I have to say, everybody knows I'm a big chicken, but I want to do this one. I think I can handle it, but does it feel like you're really up in the air?
Well, what's really funny is when I took off on that fighter jet and crashed, you know, immediately, the second time around I flew, I'm thinking, I got this, you know? And then later they tell me that they had set it to a setting where you can't crash. So, I mean, who knows how many times I would have crashed it, but it's actually pretty challenging when you're up there and you can really just control it, you know, actually it feels like the real deal.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's these two separate rooms, so you can actually get up there with your friends or group or a company, and you can all ride in these different, you know, fighter jets and fight each other and try to shoot each other down, and you know, it's pretty cool. And there's nothing like it in the world. It's one of the only places that has both the Boeing 737 and the fighter jets. So
wow.